up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about the failed collective and love. And I don't know if anybody should be married in Huntsville, okay? Let me tell y'all something, okay? Let me tell you something right the freak now. Let me move this camera so y'all see my damn bills and shit. Let me tell you something. The failed collective. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and break it to you. When you only need one part for the reunion, and thank you kindly, Carlos, for not stretching this the hell out to two parts, because you didn't need it. Okay, you absolutely didn't need it. This season was boring me to death. Okay, I was so bored. I fell asleep on every episode and needed to watch it twice to do the reviews. Okay. And some of them, I didn't even care to catch up. Let me explain something to you rather briefly, because this review probably, that's why I'm doing them both together, not together apart. Shout out to Martin, because it's dead under your production. It's very clear that Carlos King he doesn't care. Your shows are tired, delayed, and need to be ixnayed. Okay, we're done. There's nothing going. We can tell that the drama is contrived on Belle Collective. Letitia is supposed to be the leader of the show, and it is very obvious how fake she is. That whole is part of the show where Glendale, the Pearsons, we are a family raising a son that's super smart, and we just love each other. Get the out of here, Glendale. Get out of here. You have lost all of the you have lost all the moisture in your lips and the marbles in your brains. Okay? I don't know why y'all think that we're dumb. Like, people that are watching this show and they see we can see you. Yeah, I know I'm wearing glasses. I didn't need them to see how dumb y'all are and how contrived these storylines are. It's fake, it's fake, it's fake. And Letitia, what you continuously are trying to do is start drama with Latrice. You want to argue with Latrice because you don't have shit else to talk about. We're getting bored with Glendale and another woman, and Glendale may be having a baby, and Glendale. Get the fuck on with the Glendale. You got to have more going on in your life than your husband constantly cheating on you and you accepting it and trying to blame your goddamn friends. Because I wouldn't want to be, I don't like the likes of a bitch like you. Never would I ever. Because what you're sitting up on this couch looking stuffed to death in that dress that you're wearing. Every year you look stuffed like a hot tamale, a stuffed pepper, if you will, toppled over with more meat and cheese on top. You look ridiculous every season, and it's not just your clothes. It's overly done, like your makeup and hair, your storylines. The stories are not storying. It's tired. I'm done. I'm tired of you making up shit. You're constantly trying to create drama. This is what you do. You create drama with Latrice right before it's time to do the reunion. At the last couple of episodes, you create drama with her so you can argue with her on the reunion. And then when y'all are on a break and getting ready, let's get the Bells back together. Then you want to be Latrice's friend again. And then you want to do the same shit over again. Recycle the bullshit. You want to be mad at her every season because you don't have nothing else to talk about. Also, let's just go ahead, Carlos, let's go ahead and get Tambra off the show because it's very clear that you don't like her and you don't think that she has a storyline. Because you said, oh, okay, well, you know what Tambra, you know, the little that she did talk about. Yeah, I caught that. I caught that. And she caught it too. That's why she was like, excuse me. She gave you a side eye. But Tambra, yes, you're boring. You're talking about absolutely nothing. We don't want to hear about how Demond doesn't have a savings account. Bitch, ask him to put the money, deposit his funds into your account and you manage them. Listen, whoever is better with money in a relationship, somebody got to relinquish the rights to the money. You got to give somebody access to the money, okay? In the words of Sweet Tea. Because if he's not managing his money right, I get why you don't want to marry Slim. But I don't give a fuck. It ain't entertaining enough for you to be on a whole show collecting a check. And I don't care to see you on the radio. I don't give a damn. And it don't even have to be where you have drama. But you sat there when you were pregnant with your family 2 seasons ago and said that you're a very private person. You don't really want to show all this stuff. You even coached your family on what they can and cannot talk about. This is not for you, Tambra. Reality TV is for people to be real and tell their real lives. You were barely in any scenes this season. And yes, I'm going off the cuff from this reunion because there wasn't shit to talk about with this reunion. That's why there's only one part. There's nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Selena, you are a sweet girl. Very sweet. But Mike is slow as fuck. Okay? He is a dodo. I don't know why you are going to marry him. He must have some good dick because he definitely don't have a brain. If he only had a brain. And I don't know if you can find the yellow brick road because the whiz that already got in his damn hot air balloon and gone on. Because that empty-headed Negro there, I don't know what you see in him. And you are too beautiful and too sweet to let yourself be involved in a relationship with somebody that ain't all about you. Because you a bad bitch, homegirl. You a bad bitch, Selena. And you don't deserve a man that's not going to treat you right. You don't want to be having JJ number goddamn too. Okay? But let me speak to my people because I just came in talking shit. Let's see what y'all talking about. D Herfer is in the building. She says, hi, Shay and chat. What's up, D? Thank you so much for joining, friend. I appreciate you. She laughing at me off the break. Miss Lynn 4066 says, hey, Shay and chat. Pretty eyes. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. El Govan 79, also one of my members. Her and D are my members. Thank you so much for your support. Says, good evening, everyone. What's up, Kay Calloway? Kay Calloway is in the building. She says, hey, Shay and chat. What's up? Lee. Not Lee, F you. Lee, you never cease to amaze me. You are the funniest person. Lee says, hey, Shay and chat. What's up, Lee? How you bees? Thank you so much for joining. Lee says, yeah, I don't know why Tambra is here. She doesn't want to share shit. Exactly. The reality TV is not for her. Not for her. Okay. So, y'all, let's just get into, we're going to quickly talk about people's stories. Marie is up here, and she basically is talking about how her and Cedric got back together. Cedric, you know, he's happy to be here, but he needs Marie to submit to him, and all this, that, and the third. But then you got the new girl and her husband, Matt, on here. And Cedric talking about how he needs somebody to submit to him. And Matt is like, well, I don't use those types of words with my wife. I feel like we are both, it's 50-50. We both are there to support each other. And I agree. Carrie don't look like the type that Matt is going to be sitting up there telling her what the hell to do. And Carrie, you did too much this season. I would like to see more of your life and less theatrics. Even that scene where you were in your backyard and you planned that date for Matt or whatever. Let me say this, Carrie. Let me say this, Carrie. Don't get on TV and fuck up your marriage over this little check. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. I would rather walk away with my husband than this dumbass show. Because this show is going to be, it's going to be over. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. This show will be over soon. In fact, soon and very soon. And this Whitley Gilbert type of persona that you're trying to come on here with, it's like, it's not given. It's not given all that you thought it was supposed to have gave. And then you're trying to be like the mediator between the women. You don't really know all the drama that Letitia has made up on this show. Now, Tambra ain't got no damn storyline, but that was fucked up how Letitia and Marie Monroe went and sat down to have a little bite to eat and a drink with a man that was stalking Tambra and wanted to hurt her. So they sat down with this person just because they felt like Tambra wasn't talking about nothing. She ain't had no storyline. So you gonna go find somebody that is torturing her. That's not cute and it's not okay. Now, I didn't get to see Millichan apparently. Shout out to Millichan, Color Me Pink. Color Me Pink did a video on her channel. Millichan interviewed what's the girl name that's causing all the shit between Amanda. Millichan interviewed Amanda. Okay. So long story short, Amanda came out and said that Glendale was the one that got her on the show. She's been trying to get on this show since season 2. Now, Latrice submitted her for the show, but what according to Letitia, she said that Latrice didn't think that Amanda was going to get accepted on the show. So you sat up here and snitched on Latrice, Letitia, basically trying to make it known that Latrice really didn't want her friend on the show. Now, if Latrice didn't really want Amanda on the show, she might not have really wanted her on there because she didn't want her to try to blast you. And also, Amanda said that you knew about her and Glenn. Letitia. Apparently, you called Amanda on the phone on the scene, the fight scene last season, where Akeisha and her husband decided to get the hell up off the show. Yeah, Glenn was in the car with Amanda, and you texting Amanda talking about he's mic'd up. Why are you doing that? See, this is what I'm talking about. When you come on a show like this and it's supposed to be reality TV, we can tell when you're making up shit to have some type of juicy drama. If y'all are not interesting, just be your dry selves. I would rather be known for showing my authentic life than be known as the bozos that try to make up a storyline and now you look like a clown. Because now you'll be known as the people that got on TV and were liars. It don't make no sense. Let me, what did Carlos say exactly, child? Because he shaded the fuck out of Tambra. We about to get off this episode in a minute, y'all, but I'm going to play the part where, hold on. Did he say something about Tambra only having 2 scenes? Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Because he about to shade the hell out of Tambra. But also, Carrie kept on calling Jackson ghetto or whatever. I'm like, girl, all right, we know that your husband was a baseball player. He's managing a baseball, people like child. Oh, Carlos said that Tambra is staying under the radar, which means she don't be filming and she ain't got shit going on. And Tambra looked at him like, yeah, Tambra, you're under the radar, meaning there's nothing for them to film for you. So you don't need to be main cast, sis. Boo and back to you. Carlos, I don't know why you scared to fire people, but Tambra, let me just say, Andy Cohen would never. You will be gone. You will be poof be gone. Okay. D says submit to him in a shack. Oh my god, not submit to Cedric in a shack. That's what this macho man shit that these men got down south. I'm just like, please come with the times. This is not slavery anymore, and women are not your, bed wenches. Like in the 50s, the 40s, 50s, and the 60s, maybe women were excited to be married because they needed a man to take care of them. But nowadays, women making more damn money than the men. We don't need you for a steady check. Okay? Hell, you need us to have a normal life, a good life. 2 incomes is where it's at nowadays. People getting married just to live because you can't afford shit by yourself. So ain't nobody worrying about these little dusty, crusty ass men. Hell, I'm gonna be with you because I want you, not because I need you. So this whole submitting shit, what the fuck? Are we wrestling? You don't need to beat me into submission, okay? That's dead. Now, Marie said, I don't have a problem with being submissive if you know how to lead. And that's the biggest key point. I'm not about to have you leading me no place and down a black hole. I will not be in no man's sunken place that ain't got shit to offer me. Okay? But some hard dick and goddamn bubble gum. I can do that by my damn self. Hell, I can get there faster by myself too. So fuck you and your attitude. At least the plastic dick don't be talking back and talking shit and cheating. Okay? Child, get the hell on. Submit to him. Kay Calloway says CK should leave the husbands in the background. The storylines are boring as hell and are. This season was very tired and shameful. That old Dollar Tree ass vow renewal that Letitia had at the end, scrambling for damn something. It's ridiculous. Kay Calloway says that part, D. Herford. Yeah, this season was trash. It was absolutely trash. But let me get to the part, that was really the only thing that had something going on. We talked about Selena. She's supposed to get married in February. They talked about her son, God bless his soul. Them trying to find the perpetrator that ended his life, unfortunately, before his time. She don't know whether her and Mike have a date set April 14th, but she don't know whether they're gonna make it to that date if he don't act right, blah, blah, blah. Then they talk about Marie and this Dutch man that she was never really gonna be in no damn relationship with, wasting our goddamn time with this white man that she know good and goddamn well she is not attracted to him. Just wasting our time. Okay? Wasting our goddamn time. Tambra talked about the financial analyst. Who gives a fuck? Matt and what's her face ain't got shit to talk about either. Let's just go to the part where, so in this part of the reunion, Letitia tried to be slick. So she says, me being a bail bondsman, if me and Latrice were close, I would have helped her out. Apparently there was a issue over at Taste. And there was somebody that got into an altercation. And as your friend, I would have been there to support you. Bitch, pause, Tisha. You think you're slick. You are trying to put negativity and bring a situation that didn't have nothing to do with this show or this season to the forefront so that you can talk shit about Latrice. You are so full of shit, Letitia. Like, I don't even know how your nostrils are still open. You fucking tried it. And Latrice stopped you in your tracks. And she said, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. You're just, and what type of friend are you, or what type of person are you to be trying to bring that shit up? You just trying to make me look bad. And I'm like, this is the type of shit that Letitia does. She don't have nothing to talk about. So you bringing up bullshit. Let's listen to this part of the episode, because this is about the only part that really, was really had something going on.
We got on a telephone call. Me, Latrice, and Marie. No problem. We're all on the same page. When we talked about Amanda, Latrice didn't think y'all was going to choose Amanda. But when Amanda says something, let's be clear. If they say something about me, we know they're going to get TV time.
Is that why?
First of all, the nerve of you to think that if somebody talks about you, they're going to get TV time. Latrice at this point said that she had submitted Amanda and 2 other people to come on to Belle Collective, right? So at this point, Glendale, I'm like, why didn't he speak up? Because apparently, I told y'all about the interview Amanda did with Millichan, okay? Apparently, Glendale was the one that told her, don't worry about it. I'm going to get you on the show. I'm going to get you on the show. And then he says, I just talked to whoever. And then she said the next day she got a call saying that she was going to be on the show. Now, I don't know why Glendale and Amanda were spending so much time together. That it seems a bit inappropriate. And Letitia, if you knew about it, I don't know why you sitting up here. The bottom line is you are blaming everybody for Glendale cheating on you except for Glendale. You blame everybody for his shortcomings except him. You blame everybody for his inappropriate behavior except him. The common denominator is your fucking husband.
You feel set up by Latrice?
Yeah, that's how I feel set up.
One thing about the Pierces, this is me and my wife taking a journey through life together, trying to raise a son, a black male, in a 2-parent household. That is very...
Let me pull out my tiniest violin, because Glendale, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You giving us this dumbass narrative. You did not come on here because y'all raising the black Opie. Get the fuck out of here. Who the hell do you think you fooling? Child, I don't know if the fumes from the tugboat then got into his brain, because you've lost your mind. Extremely.
He was savvy. He's on social media. He can go look at his dad. This how you gonna treat my mom? I've made mistakes.
Yeah, this how you treat his mom, because you trifling. Yeah. You think he didn't see already what you was doing before about you potentially having a baby with somebody, and then they had to get the results on the show? You think that he didn't know what was going on when y'all were fake living apart? Yeah. Kids are not dumb. What else? What else is going on? Y'all have lost your minds on this show.
But I'm working every day to be a better person.
Do you blame Latrice and Cliff for this?
To an extent.
Glendale, when it comes to coming for you guys,
First of all, let me say this. There is no need for Latrice or her husband, Bert and Ernie, in one person. There is no need for them to come for Letitia and Glenn. Y'all ain't got shit. Latrice and Cliff are rich. They're living the life that y'all want. Why the fuck are they worrying about y'all little busted and disgusted ass? Are you kidding me? You over here looking like Brokeback Mountain Jr. and Letitia constantly looking like a busted can of biscuits. Don't No, they do not envy you over there at all. Y'all want them to be jealous of you. You want them to want to be around you. And you're so mad that you couldn't take over, you couldn't clown Latrice. You think that Latrice is weak. And you want to try to control her. You want to make her feel like she got to kiss the ring, Letitia. That's what you want Latrice to do. Now, Latrice has her bouts and her moments where she's like, oh, maybe I do need to kiss the ring. But then she wakes up with her goddess lengths in tow and says, oh, I'm really the rich bitch on this motherfucker. Hear ye, hear ye. Okay? You bitches bow down bitches to me. Kiss my ring. Because one thing I don't need is this show. Because please believe Latrice is using this show as publicity. She doesn't need to hang out with y'all. That woman has more drive and push to run her business and make shit happen than any of y'all on this cast. Marie trying to retire. And I'm like, okay, are you still going to draw a check from Hamilton and David? How are you going to continue to make money if you giving up your rights to the business? Do you have enough money to retire? You driving around in a inexpensive Nissan. And do you even have a home? We didn't even see Marie film in her house ever since that Pow Pow incident in her previous home she was living in. Did she get another house? See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all filming everything but what the fuck we want to see. Y'all not filming y'all real lives. Y'all making up shit. And we is tired.
My husband have no reason. Even with you trying to down me, Latrice, about 4 weeks ago. What am I trying to down you about? About 4 weeks ago. We were laying in the bed. We got a call when the police came to take. And they were sending us a recording. The guy said, hey, come over here because Cliff and Latrice are upstairs. I'm a bail bondsman, so I called the police. I called them to see if that was true. And they said, you know what? They're over here. The first thing that happened to me when I heard that they're fighting, I said, stay right here. If they are, I'm going to go over there.
First of all, what the hell does that have to do with anything? You just wanted to come on here and talk about somebody fighting at Taste. And why the hell are they calling you? Of all the bail bondsmen in the area, are you sure that you weren't stalking the situation and trying to humiliate Latrice? You were digging for this information so you can do exactly what you're doing right now, bring it up on the goddamn reunion. You just couldn't wait till next season. You had to bring it up right now and put some sauce on it. I'm glad Latrice checked your ass.
I'm just being honest. What you're trying to do is sit here and try to expose stuff that you have no business about. Let me tell you what you got.
Yeah, you're trying to expose Latrice, and she checked you. She chin checked your ass. Letitia is the fakest motherfucker on reality TV. And that's really all I got for Belle Collective. Belle Collective, that show is dumb. And I really just don't care. I really don't care. Let me get to these comments, child. Elgo Vaughn says, I am sick of stuffed bell pepper Letitia and her lies. Child, you and me both, okay? Linnell Seiler, 1872 says, hi, what's up? What's up? Thank you so much for joining. Brittany Janae, my friend, is here. 314 says, hey, Shay and chat. What's up? What's up? Brittany is also one of my members, and I truly appreciate you, my good cancer sister. D. Her for 6891. I said she was one of my members earlier. Yes, it was always Essie's business, I heard. Oh, okay. She doesn't have any rights to give up. Oh, well, what? She's talking about this whole retirement shit just to make it sound good, child. Who cares? Linnell Silas says, hi. Hello, Linnell. Thank you so much for saying hello. All right, y'all, let's move on to goddamn Love and Marriage Huntsville, because shit, there ain't shit going on Belle Collective. This show is too stupid. The biggest problem with Belle Collective is Carlos King. He ruins everything he touches. He starts off good, but then gets in his own way. Yeah, Carlos is not doing anything for these shows. He's not doing these shows any He's doing all of them a disservice by not, catering to his business. He's so busy doing his podcast and this, that, and the third. I hope he's making a shit ton of money from that podcast, because that's all he gonna be doing soon. For real, for real. And that's just that on that. The Failed Collective. This season I give it a 2 out of 10. And that's being generous. This season was trash. It is extremely obvious that Letitia rounds up the ladies trying to create false stories and false narratives, because she wants to keep this show going. Letitia loves the check that she gets from this show. That's what it is. She loves the check that she gets from this show. And she just wants everybody else to cooperate. That's it, and that's all. She wants everybody to cooperate so that she can, stay in the limelight and stay on this show. And she want to make everybody think that, she's just the glue that keeps it all together, when really she is the tire streak that keeps everybody in some shit. And it's very boring. It's very, very boring. So y'all, let's get to Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? But first, what I need y'all to go ahead and do for me is like this video, okay? And if you have not, go on and subscribe to the channel for me, please. Okay, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Go on and like the video, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Child, this shit ain't gonna play. I'm trying to pull the other show up so I can
Yeah. Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a race. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 10, episode 10, like a bat out of nail. Okay. This episode was stupid as fuck too. Okay. Listen, they are trying to make Miss Nell the new Mel, the person that they can gang up on, because nobody really wants to talk about what's going on in their lives. All of these women are full of shit. Kimmy, where did this childhood trauma come from all of a sudden that you don't like people yelling at you, when the whole fucking time you and Tisha were sitting there yelling at Miss Nell? So Miss Nell is reacting, and now all of a sudden you want to dunk her in the goddamn pool. You bitches could never. Miss Nell will Kawasaki slap the shit out of you. I can't with these empty head people on these shows. These shows, Carlos, just throw all of it away. You lost, Carlos King. You have lost your knack. Maybe you need to go on a Najee Rumba retreat somewhere so you can find your niche again, your niche, if you will. This ain't it. Reality TV is not for you anymore. Because these are shit shows. Yeah. Why is Destiny on the show? I just want to know. Is this, and truly, as much as I don't like Destiny, I feel like she's getting a disservice. She's being made the town hooch bag. Why is she being the town kumquat? There has to be more men out in Huntsville other than the ones on this show. And what's your name? Will? I'm gonna need you to take your hard belly, cholesterol probably high as hell, even though you pumping iron at the gym, um, looking like you are a burger away from a damn stroke, inflammation all throughout your body, the way you are stuffed and puffed up. I would be concerned about your body fat percentage, well, let alone your little meat stick that you trying to hide in Destiny's bun. Who the fuck do you think you are to think that somebody got to earn they keep around you? You ain't even that cute with your receding hairline. And we see them cornrows you trying to cover up your bald spot. Go on and let it go. You would hope your stomach was as thin as your hair. You look a mess. Talking about you out here, you gonna fuck somebody. Get your ass on. Get the hell out of here. Okay? Boo and bye to you, Will. But let me start from the beginning, okay? Child, Trish sits down with Sharon, the most irrelevant person on reality TV. Why is Sharon, why do they keep trying to make fetch happen, which is Sharon? Trish sits down with Sharon and basically shares with her what happened in her session with Dr. Francis. She's saying that, she doesn't like to cry. Sharon says, I've actually never seen you cry before today. And, Trish begins to get emotional. She says that she went to go visit her parents' grave and she feels weak because she cried at the parents' grave, and crying is a form of weakness. You dumb bitch. I can't stand somebody that try to act like they so fucking hard. Crying, sadness is an emotion. Anger is an emotion. Why is it that you can express anger so wholeheartedly and that's what you feel good about that, but you can't have emotion by way of sadness? You can have happiness, you can have that emotion, but you can't experience you can't experience sadness. Are you a fucking robot? You're human. And Trish just, let me say this. Trish wants to act like she's so hard, but I bet you this bitch wouldn't bust a goddamn grape. The body is banging, but all I have to do is take you by your bun one good time and lay you out. Okay? You can't fight, sis. You do a lot of people that do a whole lot of talking about fighting can't fight. So you might want to go and numb your ringekyo and get the fuck on. Get your shit together. I am so tired of her talking about how anger, how sadness is a weakness. She don't want to cry. She don't want to do this. Well, bitch, go take a nap and leave everybody else alone. You go to sleep, ho, because you are annoying. You are annoying. It is okay to grieve your parents, dummy. Your parents died. And that's sad. We feel bad for you. It's okay to be sad, bitch. God damn. Your heart is as hard as your body. And that's sad and sick. You're not even, you are just such a tormented soul. You are super immature, Trish. Like, you gotta grow up. Like, seriously, you have got to grow the hell up, because you are a poor example for your children. You want your children to walk around not having no emotions but anger? That's not okay. You want to go pick your son up from jail? Your son is way more mature than you. And Sharon, please go on somewhere. Because you are just doing the absolute most. I get it. You like Ken. You want Trish to be with Ken. I don't really think that you know as much about, you don't know a lot about Trish. You don't know her. You don't. And if you really were her friend and you really cared about her, you would tell her that it's stupid. You did say that it's crazy for her to feel like sadness is a problem. But you need to drill it in her head as a real friend. Because ain't no way none of my friends going to sit around me and be like, oh, bitch, I don't never want to cry. I'm hard as a motherfucker, hard, solid as a rock. No, bitch, no. Well, I don't want to be around no bitch that don't cry. Cause bitches like that don't cry, you ain't got shit for me. You ain't got no emotions for me. You can give two shits about what the hell going on with me. So I don't want to be around no hoes that ain't got no tear ducts. Fuck all that. Fuck out of here. Fuck bitch. Moving on. Kimmy takes the ladies to go. She has the ladies come to some soap bar to make some balls of soap and shit. They in here talking about absolutely nothing, basically bonding on how much they don't like Miss Nail. All of y'all are lame and tired. All of you old batches are fucking lame. Like, what type of sorority shit is this? Like, y'all hazing Miss Nail. No shade to the sororities, but that's what you're doing. You sitting up here, oh, we gonna go get soap together, and I didn't invite her because she has her event tonight. Let her make the decision whether she wants to come or not. You just ain't want her ass there, Kimmy. Stop fucking lying. You want to act like you such a gangster now, talking about something. Yeah, people just don't know. I really am. You ain't gonna bust a damn grape, Kimmy. Child, please. I thought because Kimmy was from Baltimore that she was worth some shit, but she ain't. She gives Baltimore a badass name. But these cackling cronies and hoes was standing around making soap, and they would have been better off at home washing their ass with it, because this whole scene was boring as hell. To Destiny coming in here bringing absolutely nothing. Tisha's still mad at Miss Nell for no goddamn reason. Like, y'all are mad at Miss Nell over her leaving a reunion and you're not saying right away, oh yeah, I left to go see my granddaughter. Who gives a fuck? If she left because she ain't like the one ply toilet paper that was in the bathroom at the reunion, so who gives a shit? Why do y'all care where Miss Nell is at? You don't like her. The reality is, I don't even think it's Miss Nell. Y'all don't have shit to talk about. Tisha, your husband don't fucking like you. Kimmy, your husband don't like you either, allegedly. Neither one of y'all husbands like you. And they out here fucking everybody else but you, allegedly, in my opinion. So y'all on here trying to start shit with an old ass lady. And mind you, she's not an old ass lady, because Kimmy, apparently you and her ain't that far apart in age. Whoop-de-doo. Y'all lame as fuck. I can't. Tisha, you got all up in Chris Fletcher's face and you thought that was okay. You think that it's okay for you to do shit to people, but nobody can come back and say anything to you. Who the hell do you think you are? Don't nobody want to be, newsflash, Tisha, no one wants to be your friend. Nobody likes you. You're very unlikable. You're annoying, actually. Like, I've never, see, this is the thing. This is why a bitch could never bully me, because I'm time enough for you hoes. And a bitch annoy me real quick. I don't need to be around you, because Khadijah don't need you, and neither do Shay. Okay, I don't need none of this shit. If a bitch annoy me in the first 10 minutes of me seeing them, peace out. Peace out. I don't got time for that. I'm already a woman and got enough emotions. I can't be around somebody that needs servitude and loyalty, and you got to get called every 5 minutes. I got to agree with everything. Those type of hoes I can't be around. And Tisha is that type of trick. You can't disagree with her. You got to compliment her galore. You got to make her feel secure in a relationship, but she don't got to give to you what you got to give to her. Same thing with Destiny. She broke, but expect all this shit from you. You got to be ride or die for her, so for her to feel, like secure with you. All you hoes is worthless. I can't. So, yeah, they made some soap, and I hope they went home and washed their ass with it. Moving on. We get to the next scene. Child. Nell and Chris. They have this party that they doing. Everybody's supposed to be coming and playing games and shit. So they start off with some flip cup game. This is nice. Look like they rented out somebody's community center. Okay, so everybody gets there. Martell is so fucking lame. He has on this hoodie with gator mouth on it. He's trying so hard to piss Mel off, thinking Mel watching the show or something. He really wants somebody to like. I'm telling you, I don't even think Martell wanted to wear that shirt. I think old Gatormouth made him wear that hoodie. And that's why he had it zipped up. So he unzips it, trying to piss people off, like, oh, she's here, she's on the show. Mind you, everybody's saying her name. Just go and bring the bitch on the show. The show is going in the shitter anyway, and ain't nobody watching the shit. So you might as well go and bring her on the show and really send it in the can, okay? Then Will and his poor immune system looking ass comes in there with Destiny. And Ken and Trish over there acting like, you know, oh, we had no idea. Stop lying. Please stop lying. Okay? Y'all knew that them two was going, this is a scheme that those two set up to come to us with the bullshit. Okay? And Ken, if you were a real friend, you would tell Will to stop playing with us with the two braids and go and get you a haircut. Okay, he got a whole barbershop. Go and get you a baldy. Okay, get you some nail to that head. Get you some magic shave and just go and start over. Just don't even start. Just get rid of it. Okay, because it's at an end. Your hairline, your hair, it has given up. Okay, given up. Knock it off, Will. Child, Destiny got more hair on her coochie than you got on your damn head. Moving on, child, because these motherfuckers is corny as hell. So let's just get to the point, because all of this shit is stupid. Destiny comes in with Will. Now this is the third person that she done ran, apparently, running through the crew or whatever. Mind you, Destiny is single. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do. But it's giving, I don't even think that Destiny will like Will. It's given just for the show. This is the fourth person, actually. You got Lance. Then you had you up meeting with Twan. Now you out with Will. Lance comes in with some girl with a bad wig. I can't. I can't. It's stupid. Lance is sitting there with Will, and Will talking about some. Yeah, so basically asking, is she DTF? Will, how old are you? 15? Will gives me the type that plays pocket pool at night and has a subscription to services that he can possibly just definitely see online for free. Will probably got a sick foot fetish or something. I don't know, but you're corny and you're a lame. I don't ill, Will. Okay, Will, drink some ginger and some turmeric. Get you some pomegranate juice. Get your immune system together. I need you to work on that because your body is a little too plump for me. It's giving poor circulation, free radicals all over the place. Like, yeah. Maybe some cholesterol issues. Yeah. We got to fix that. We got to fix that. Going on dates with Destiny isn't going to help. Not going to help. Lee says Trisha waited until she got on the show to see a therapist. Yeah, her kids been tired of her toxic ass. Right. Exactly. D is laughing. Miss B says 4996. Also, one of my members is here. She says, hey sis, what's up? What's up? Thank you so much for joining. D says, doesn't Ken have a main unit? Oh, child. He should take Will to his barber. Will is his barber. That's that place that he goes to is a barber shop, I think. I think Will owns it. The place that they go, what is it, Wicked or something? That's where they do their podcast too. It's like a speakeasy type of place, but it's a barbershop too. Miss B says, when your own friends say you in these streets, you are really in these streets. And they done said Will is. Yeah, Will gives me the dude that somebody fucked and regretted it afterwards. And they'd be like, I wish I could unfuck you. And don't tell nobody that I let you enter me. That's what Will is giving. He's giving regret. Yeah, I would absolutely regret it if I had ever slept with Will. Absolutely. 1000%. Brittany says these folks is pissing sis off. Absolutely. One, oh my God. To the 10,000th power. I can't stand it. Y'all. And Maurice is annoying. He's talking about everybody should have him on their team because he wins all the time. No, the only person that you win against is Kimmy. And that's because she's an empty head, just like you. Her brain is as empty as your scalp. It's a barren land. Bald. Not a hair in sight. Not a brain cell in sight for Kimmy. So, yeah. Moving on. Miss Nell is having a conversation with Lance's little girl toy that he brought here. Okay. Yeah, Kimmy goes over there and tells Miss Nell to come on outside so she can start some shit, so she can talk. Tisha don't want to talk to Miss Nell. She wants, if she do talk to Miss Nell, she wants an apology from Miss Nell saying that, Tisha need to keep her fucking name out of her mouth. And y'all are so lame, man. Tisha, I just don't understand why y'all care so much about why this lady left LA. And if she's mad that y'all are talking about her leaving LA, so what? Move on to something else. This is how you know y'all don't have shit to talk about. Storylines are very few here. And y'all constantly was dragging on. Let me say this to the viewers of this show. There's a lot of y'all actually in my comments. Y'all ain't even watching the damn show. Y'all here to support me, and I truly appreciate it. But there were so many people previously like, I'm so tired of seeing Mel and Martell. I'm so tired. But now that they gone, their storyline is gone, rather. Ain't nothing else going on. Y'all ain't got shit to talk about. You don't have anybody else to hide behind. Now y'all want to hide behind Miss Nell getting loud and her anger. Miss Nell does yell at her children. She does. But y'all are using that so that y'all don't have to talk about shit that's going on with y'all. So now you're going to poke and prod Miss Nell. So all the ladies, Miss Nell goes outside. They finally get her out there so that they can get their story time in. Because, they don't got shit else to talk about without Miss Nell coming up out there arguing. So she goes outside. And Letitia, instead of her directly having a conversation with Miss Nell, she begins talking to Destiny and says, that's that passive aggressive shit that she do. She was like, so Destiny, what did Miss Nell mean? What did Nell mean by I better keep her name out of my fucking mouth? First of all, Miss Nell is sitting right there. And if I'm Destiny, I'll be like, well, I don't know what anybody means that, when they say something. She's sitting right here. Why don't you ask her? Because she would have a better idea of what she means by something than me, because she said it. That's what I would have done if I'm Destiny. The problem that we're having with this show is there's nobody here that can lead. It's so obvious that Mel had a natural skill to lead. She led the storylines. She brought everybody together. She also had the ability to tear everybody apart. She just was that girl. And y'all are having trouble filling her very thick boots. Y'all don't know what to do. There's nobody leading on this show. And if Destiny was smart, she wouldn't allow Carlos King to make her look like the damsel of Dick on this show. And she would take the reins and become the Giselle Bryant of the show, bringing everybody together. carouseling the storylines. Instead, she's over here happily looking like a pass around. Kimmy, you could actually be the person that can help bring the storylines together. But you would rather sit over here and try to argue with Miss Nell, talking about you gonna throw her ass in the pool. And now you want to bring up this foreign childhood trauma of, oh my God, my mother was married, to this man, my stepfather. I don't know if she said it was a stepfather or her dad, and he used to yell all the time. And so she's had that trauma since she was 4 years old or some shit. Kimmy, you are full of shit. Full of shit. You ain't got no damn trauma. You just over here trying to finesse us and make us feel like, there's a reason why you being mean to Miss Nell. You want to try to hold on to the little bit of fans that you do have and the people that think that you're smart, and for try to provide yourself with an excuse for you acting like a damn fool. So Miss Nell and Tisha proceed to go back and forth. Miss Nell is like, listen, my granddaughter is off limits. I done told y'all that. Kimmy says, okay, Kimmy and Destiny say, okay, we've set the boundary. So then Tisha starts going off on Miss Nell, talking shit and expecting Miss Nell not to check her ass back. Miss Nell goes back and lets her have it. Then Kimmy wants to step in and talk shit and say, because they were talking about how Tisha went up in Chris Fletcher's face and how that wasn't appropriate. And even Trish agreed that the way that Tisha went up in Chris Fletcher's face was not appropriate. And she was like, well, he was talking about me. He was talking about my business. Okay, but that's not okay for you to walk up in a grown man's face and chastise them. Are you are you cool? Are you cool? Obviously not. So they exchange words, and here come Kimmy talking about she gonna throw Miss Nell. Mel, I'll throw you in the pool. You ain't gonna do shit. And black people, most of y'all black motherfuckers don't even know how to swim anyway. So you ain't about to throw nobody no damn way. Well, Kimmy, you know how to swim because the way you was gnawing on Tisha's ear in that pool that y'all was in when y'all was on vacation and sucking on teats. Ciao, bye. So the men come to break the situation up. Then Kimmy wants to apologize to Miss Nell and tell her, you know what? I'm so sorry. I don't like when people yell at me, and I think people underestimate how really I can get down. But I shouldn't have never said I was going to throw you in the pool. Miss Nell accepts her apology, and I don't know if that's supposed to lead to a kumbaya, but it ain't. So then Tisha says, well, I ain't apologizing. Tisha, fuck you. Don't nobody give a shit about your dry ass apology. I hope Never Neverland ends up getting built for you, because it ain't going to be with these Love and Marriage Huntsville checks, because this show is about to get fucking canceled. So Kimmy and Miss Nell hug each other, and this fake ass shit that they got going on, child. That's it, and that's all. This show is dumb as hell. This is what we've subjected ourselves to with this season, with this show. Making up shit and making up ways to argue with Miss Nell. Destiny's non-existent love triangle with these men. Destiny don't like none of these men. And all these younger dudes that you messing with will probably closer to your age, rather. But you messing with all these young dudes, like running around in cat suits and slick down ponytails, looking like Fran Drescher. Girl, boo and bye, Destiny. You're having a midlife crisis before our eyes, and it's you're looking like a struggle, okay? D Herfer says, I absolutely don't watch anything CK, but I'm here to support you, and I know the shows. Thank you, D. You know I love you. I appreciate you. Bridget J 2568 says, Brittany, hey sis. D Herfer says, there's no one that's willing to tell the truth. Absolutely not. None of them want to tell the truth. None of them. Ms. B says, let's be honest, the highest rating they could have would be coleslaw. The highest ratings they could have would be coleslaw walking on set. I grab my popcorn and sit straight up in my chair. Yeah, at this point, I want to see it. Bring on. I'm sure Mel don't give a shit. She ain't coming back. So go on, bring on the show. Y'all want to so bad anyway. And here's newsflash. Martell doesn't want her on this show. He doesn't. It ain't gonna benefit him for her to be on the show. He wants to keep telling everybody, well, we together, we not together, blah, 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 because he want to be able to be with all these other women. He just likes to try to use her to torture Mel, thinking that it bothers her. But I think he's finally starting to get it through his peanut head that Mel don't give two shits about who he fucking. She simply doesn't have to care and won't care. And Mel probably got her own, men or guy that she's dealing with. She's single and can mingle. She don't give a shit about what that man doing. Because she can get him back whenever she feel like it, if she want to. Kay Calloway says, you right, Shay. I quit watching this mess seasons ago. I'm here to support you, your channel, and for a good kiki. Oh, thank you, Kay Calloway. I appreciate you, friend. I really, really do. Mafi, I think, right? I don't want to mess your name up. Mafi James says, yeah, Tambra irritates me. She is dry, gives phony. Absolutely. 1000% phony. Okay. She don't need to be on TV. August Allen 28 says they don't want to talk about what's really going on in their lives. And don't. Okay. August Allen, Miss B says Kimmy and Tisha want to talk about everything but them husbands they got in their real lives. Exactly. Tisha don't want to talk about how Marceau allegedly wasn't living in the house and the details as to, they try to sprinkle it out there that they were about to almost looking towards divorce or whatever, but y'all didn't talk about what led up to that. Y'all didn't show that on the show. That would have been real TV. Kimmy don't want to be honest about the fact that she old and she is okay with, is seemingly okay from what we see, that for Maurice to be out here freaking and frogging. Just say you all right with it, and you rather have a piece of a man than no man at all, because he is definitely a sliver of a man, in my opinion. Child. Mafi James says, exactly, Kimmy is not tough. Nobody believes her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what Nell gets. Mind you, I can see D saying that. She's like, that's what she gets. I love my proper sis. Mafi James says, no, she don't. Hit the like button if you haven't yet, please. Thank you so much, Miss B. I appreciate you. Yes, y'all. Listen to Miss B. Go on, hit that like button real quick, okay? My fae. Love it. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I don't like messing up nobody's name, child. Thank you so much. My fae. Oh, I love my fae, James. Just like coleslaw. And why wasn't Amanda at the Belle Collective reunion? Exactly. Exactly. She should have been there. She probably wasn't invited. Child. But anyway, y'all, it's late. And I told y'all I was going to be able to do this in an hour. It really was less than that. We really spent the last 5-6 minutes reading comments. Okay. So thank y'all so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate your support. Let's continue this conversation in the chat. Okay. What do y'all think? What is the state of Carlos King's shows right now? Is it very obvious? Are the storylines seemingly contrived on Belle Collective? And what are your thoughts on Letitia from Belle Collective? Is she stirring up drama, creating drama, and everybody else around her is expected to fall into her false narratives? Or do you think that she really does have this stuff in her head and it's real? Does she have a story? And what do y'all want to see from her next season? What do you think that she gonna talk about outside of Glenn cheating on her? Does she have anything else in her to be entertaining? I want to know what y'all think. Comment down below. Do y'all think that Coleslaw should come on the show? Let's chat about it. Okay. But y'all, let's go ahead and talk about it. You talk to me, I talk back, I comment back to everybody. So let's continue that conversation down below. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, because why not? We have a good time over here, okay? Love you, mean it, and have an amazing rest of your evening, all right? I'll see y'all in the morning for Hot Topics. Peace out, y'all. Actually, no, let me read my face comment real quick. And then Carlos King spends all his time talking about the Bravo girlies and be serving nothing. Child, bingo. Okay? Bingo. Carlos can go and can. Be blessed and good night. And on that note, good night, y'all. Thank you, Miss B, for closing us out proper. Bye, y'all.